Hello, Bobcats. Brad Schreffler here with another guide for some classroom ideas. So one of the things we get asked all the time is how can I get students to write on a PDF? I have a PDF worksheet and I want my students to write on it and be able to complete it that way. I would say maybe try to find another way that isn't just a worksheet. For one thing, it's depending on the worksheet that can be a little boring for the students and not necessarily engage them, but also it's a lot more difficult to grade because you got to go through every one of them. But if worksheets are the way to go, then here's what I'm going to suggest as an easier solution than what a lot of the other ones are. I'm going to suggest using Google Slides. So there's some tricks in Google Slides people don't always know. So let's start there. So wherever you want to save this folder in your Google Drive, we're just going to hit New, and we're going to create a new Google Slide. Once this is fully loaded, we're going to give it a name first of all. So this is going to be Unit Rate Worksheet. Then we're going to go to File and go to Page Setup. What a lot of people don't necessarily know is you can change the screen size. So you could put it to a 4:3 or a extra wide screen, but even more interestingly, we can go to Custom and we can do 8.5 by 11 and hit Apply. Now our slide is 8.5 by 11. So next step, we're going to go ahead and delete these out so we have a nice clear space for our students to write on. And then we're going to bring that PDF into this slide. The way we're going to do that, we're going to go into the PDF itself. We're going to do File and Export to Image. So this is going to allow us to turn this page, each page, into its own image. So we're going to do Export to Image, and generally when working with internet programs, I would always recommend a PNG file as the easiest option. We're going to go ahead and save this into the folder, just the Downloads folder, so I know where it is, and we're going to hit Save. Now, on our Google slide, we're going to click on Background. We're going to choose Image, and we'll go to Upload and Browse. And we'll pick that image we just created, that worksheet. So we'll say Done. Now the beauty of this setup is now when students see this, that slide, that background is not going to move around as if we just put it in as an image because it's the background on the slide. So they're not going to be able to move that around. So now all students do, we can put this item in as a Google Docs cloud assignment in Canvas, for example. And if you don't know how to do that, check my other video that shows you how to do that. But you can put it in as a Google Docs cloud assignment, so every student will get a copy of this. And when they go in, all they have to do is go into here to the drawing tools and go to Scribble. We want to make sure we show them how to zoom because obviously this is going to be too big right now. We can't really see what's going on. That's a little too much of a zoom. Let's go ahead and zoom to 200%. There we go. That's pretty good. So now we see here, I can see the questions. I go into Scribble, and now I can write my responses right there. Scribble 2/3. There we go. It also will work pretty well if they're using their touchscreen. They can do their touchscreen to scribble. They just have to click that scribble button between each one. Now they have an easy ability to scribble. They can also just type a response if they want. They can add a text box, type a response. So now all they're doing is editing just like they would any other Google slide, and they have an easy way to be able to monitor and adjust a sheet and be able to submit it to you. And because it's a Google Docs cloud assignment, whatever they write or type, all they have to do is go back into Canvas and hit Submit. So I hope this helped you guys out, gave you a way to let students write on top of a PDF that you already have created. If it's multiple pages, of course, just add a new slide and add the next page, the screenshot of the next page on there, and then you can have them keep going through page at a time. And as always, if you have any additional questions or comments, you can reach out to me, bradley.schreffler@ocps.net. I love to help you guys out there. And I know you're going to do awesome things for and with your students this year.